Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of Artfight week 2. Just to start, here's my Artfight account if anyone wants to attack me, or leave your account in the comments because I would love to check out some of your characters. I'll link any of the artists I attacked socials in the description of this video, and without further ado, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get on with the video. So our first character is Liv by sunnzylol. First of all, look how cute they are, and second of all, look at the absolutely scrumptious colour palette. It's giving Raspberry Ripple, and I'm hungry again. I will mention that this is an older drawing of theirs, and although I would have loved to have drawn their more recent OCs, I'm really bad at drawing anthropomorphic animals and furries, so I tend to stay away from it, except for my friends' characters. I just draw them as realistic as physically possible because I think it's really funny. So, I just wouldn't have done their anthropomorphic animal OCs and furry OCs justice. And in any case, how could I not draw Liv? Just look at them. I would die for them, and I'm not being dramatic. You are. Oh my god, yeah. I forgot to tell you by the way, I had an audition on Thursday, and I almost died because why do I always end up being the last to sing in any singing audition? I mean, this is the second year in a row of this, group that I auditioned for that I've been given the highest number in the group, meaning I have to go last, and everyone else is also in the room while you're doing it, so it was, I swear I was sweating more by the end of the singing audition than the dancing one. It was fine in the end, though. They, didn't make us sing any of the kids or sopranos parts, so small wins. On to the speed paint. Back on track. I drew out a sketch as normal, lined that sketch as normal, and coloured as normal. Now, when we got to the shading and bitty bits, I did do something different. I wanted to add a bit of a pop to it, because in the original drawing there's extra little colours, and I felt inspired. So I decided to do it in my own way. And although I think sunnzylol did it better, I do still like mine a lot. I basically just used the color filter to make the drawing black and white, and then picked a random color that was the same tone, if that's the right word to use there. I don't know, we know I'm not all that smart on art terms already, so it's fine. Anyway, if you're here to learn, you shouldn't be here. Don't leave, I'm just saying. So that looked cool, and I outlined some of these color splotches to make them blend in better, and I think it looks really cool. That was really the only different thing I did, though most of everything else was kind of the same process I usually use. I really liked how it turned out, though. Anyway, so that's our first OC of the second half of this week. Thank you to sunnzylol for letting me use your OC, and let's move on to the next drawing. So, skipping a few characters because I haven't gotten a response as to whether I can use their OCs or not yet. Our next character is Otis by CherryFlash. Otis is a character they've designed based off of Yellowcur. They are genderless and represent the Elgot. They love being in high places and plays the flute and any other woodwind instrument. They are also a row ace. Otis has been an orphan that has been wandering around, trying to find other kids like them who understand them. Otis is also designed to be autistic. Otis often spends their time playing the flute while dancing with the wind in the nighttime. It's comforting, and the sound of the flute playing is very soothing. You can kind of think of it, in theory, as the flute playing helps those sleep at night. The inside of their cape is designed to look like a wing, similar to how an owl's wing looks like. The character is not based on a specific type of owl, though. Very rarely do they have their mask off, but when they do, they have black eyes. So for anyone not familiar with Yellowcur, it's a storytelling project by Keith Osk. I hope I pronounced all those names right. I'm hoping I pronounced Yellowcur right as well. I looked up how to say it, and most people said Yellowcur. Some people said it's Yellow Cred, though. Or Crow, Yellow Crow. I don't know, I'm just going to pronounce it the way most people said to pronounce it. And it's done through songs and illustrations. Now, if I'm honest, I did not know it was more than just songs until recently. I was one of the people who already had a lot of the songs on their Spotify playlist and knew nothing about it other than the songs being good. I kid you not. I don't know. I only actually found out about it being more than that because of TikTok. So thank you, TikTok. And I'm only just after getting into it. So I've only watched like a few videos on it now. So I'm not going to try and explain the lore because I will get something wrong, and I know I'll get something wrong. I do, however, recommend you check it out because 1, the songs are cozy folk songs and are just very good. And 2, the illustrations, art, and general vibes are just phenomenal, to be honest. Just check it out yourself. Moving on to talking about Otis, however, I was a little bit biased because of the fact that this is a Yellow OC. But setting that aside, I mean, just look at them. I want to mention the cape because drawing this, I didn't have time. But if I had, the inside of the cape has a wing design, and I think that's super cool. Also, the way the mask is done, with the beak being the nose piece, is number 1, super smart, and number 2, it just tickles my brain, to be honest, in like the best way. Also, the leaves being on top of the cape and at the bottom of the cape and in the hair works so well. It's like a reoccurring thing that I think just goes perfectly with the character. And I could go on about this design for so long, but we'd be here for way too long. So onto the art itself. I love CherryFlash's style, first of all. They also attacked me first, and they drew a little chibi version of my character Deckard, and he's so cute. My heart literally melted when I saw it. Anyway, onto my speed paint. I decided to try like keep it cozy by not going crazy with the shading and rendering, as hard as that was for me to do, as we know. I also decided to handpick the colors for shading instead of just cheating with multiply. Nothing wrong with cheating with multiply. Using multiply isn't even cheating. It's just that it wouldn't have given off the vibe I wanted, if that makes sense. I don't know, you guys do not come here for in-depth and accurate art commentary. At least I hope you don't, because you'll be sorely disappointed. Lastly, I added some sort of grass texture, but in like a sagey green to the bottom, just because I felt like I wanted to, so. And here we have Otis. Onto our final drawing of the week. So our last drawing of the day is Ambrielle by Kriskrass. Ambrielle is the deity of power and justice. She's usually very stern and serious. He has Texas Longhorn horns and ears, and he can shapeshift. Ambrielle has cracks on her left cheek. They are basically scars in a special shape caused by her godly power. So if you don't already think by the description alone that Ambrielle is right up my alley, like even if you didn't see the character, then get out. I'm just kidding, don't leave, please come back. Aside from the description though, I mean, look at that design. Is it not cool as hell? I mean, the pushed back hair and the cracks on the face. I was having a bit of a moment looking at this design, like as one does. I was kind of like, you know, it was one of those things that you see and you're like, yeah, I'm drawing this and no one can stop me. No one could have stopped me. I'd be drawing this even if, I don't know, is being chased down by someone. I don't know who I'm being chased down by in this scenario, but I don't know. Sometimes when I think of things to say, I think of things to say. And sometimes when I try to think of things to say, I don't think of things to say. And we just gotta accept that. So for the speed paint, I only did a headshot because there was only a headshot for reference. And although Kriskrass said that you could make it up, I didn't really want to disappoint them if I didn't get the body right at all. Other than that, I played around with the colors for the shading a lot while doing this. And I mean a lot. It was indecisiveness central over here. As it usually is, actually, so nothing new. Then I decided on one that's quite frankly far too over the top, but I thought it was cool. So you're all going to be nice about it, okay? If I hear anyone complaining about this, I'll be really sad. I'll record myself crying and then you'll feel bad. I tried to detail the part where the head goes into the horns, but it kind of just got lost after I added the shading, because maybe it was too over the top, but so what? So what? So I essentially did that for no reason. Go me. It was simple details anyway, nothing crazy, so we won't dwell on it. And I still really like it overall, though. The only change I would have made is getting a reference of like an actual Texas Longhorn to use while I was drawing this as well, because I kind of realized halfway through doing the sketch that it would have helped. But you know me, one reference is already a miracle. Let's not try push it. Anyways, that's Ambrielle finished, and with that, that's also the video finished. Thank you for Thank you to all the creators in this video for letting me use their OCs. Please show them some love and comment your user down below if you want attacks, or just attack me and I'll revenge you even if it's friendly fire. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Irish word of the week is green, which means sun, because I'll be in the sun by the time this video is up and out of the Irish rain, because for some reason we're not getting summer this year. We'll get it in September. That's usually when we get all the sun, in September, when we don't want it. You know what I mean?